An exclusive New York State Exposed Education report. It's time to vote on school budgets, and polls open tomorrow.
Districts across our area have seen unprecedented cuts in recent years, and that means that your taxes could go up or staff and programs could be cut. At 5, we told you teachers could lose their jobs in Geneva and how the cuts have some people concerned about school security. New at 6, Nikki Rudd breaks down how much money local school districts say the state has taken from them. It's a story you won't see anywhere else.
You may have heard this before. It's called gap elimination adjustments. Basically, New York has been taking away billions of dollars that are supposed to go to schools and using it instead to balance the state budget. This has been happening since 2010, and during that time, schools across the state say they've lost $8.5 billion in aid. Tonight, we break down the data for local districts. The numbers might shock you.
People gasp when we do presentations with the amount of money that we're talking about.
Greece Central, one of the largest school districts in the state. How much aid has it lost due to gap elimination adjustment? $48 million.
It is making it more challenging to maintain the same programs from one year to the next.
Under this year's proposed budget, nearly 30 teachers could be eliminated in Greece. One of the reasons?
Gap elimination, the state reduced the funding to districts. It was supposed to be a temporary measure. It's continued, and that has placed some strain on our system.
And Greece isn't alone. This is a huge problem facing all public schools in the state. Webster schools have lost more than $31 million. Fairport, $25 million. Rush Henrietta, $18 million, and West Irondequoit has lost more than $12 million.
If we were restored our gap elimination and no state aid increase, we wouldn't have to break the tax cap until 2022. That's how important restoring the gap elimination is.
Added all together, Monroe County schools have lost nearly $413 million since 2010 because of the gap elimination adjustment.
It was like an asteroid was dropped right in the middle of the education budget. A huge crater was created, and that the upstate districts in particular suffered as a result.
We spoke with Senator Michael Nozzolio by phone. He says the state was in a financial crisis when it first began taking money from schools as a way to balance the budget.
I voted against it. I thought it was wrong. I thought it was inappropriate to take money from our upstate property taxpayers, basically, and divert them to other things.
But there are others who think schools get enough money. Assemblyman Joe Morelli voted for the reduction.
I think every district in the state wants more money from the state of New York, and there are limits to what the state can do, and we have to balance that against our needs to create more jobs for people in the state.
Morelli points out New York State contributes more to schools and students than any other state in the country, about $18,000 per student, and some funding has been restored. Both lawmakers say they're working to get rid of gap elimination adjustments altogether in the next few years. But will that be too late?
What concerns me is we've done that, and we've taken the low-hanging fruit and eliminated the inefficiencies. But in the future, it's going to become more and more difficult. We're not seeing any relief in sight now.
State and county school board associations say if the gap elimination adjustment continues, expect to see even more teachers losing their jobs, larger class sizes, and fewer electives in public schools. A local representative told me it's like watching a forest fire coming. Many schools are okay right now, but it's blowing this way. Nikki Rudd, News 10 NBC.